Welcome to C# for Crestron programming. In this video, we will be generating a console-based program. This is to familiarize yourself with Visual Studio 2019 and entering statements and methods into a program. With Visual Studio 2019 Quick Menu open, we select Create a New Project. Type console in the search bar above. Select the C# version of Console App.NET Framework from the list and choose Next. Provide a name for the project. For basic console applications, spaces are permitted in the project name, but going forward, for greater compatibility with Crestron systems, we will not be using any spaces in our project or solution names. The solution name will follow the project name. Choose a location where to store the project. Select the .NET Framework version 4.7 for greatest VC4 and 4 series compatibility, but for this lesson, any version will work. Choose Create. The development environment should be open now. In the Solution Explorer on the right, you should see your solution, Hello World Console, and below that, the resources Visual Studio has brought in to support a console-based program. It has even included a default program.cs or a source code file for you. This program.cs file should be open as a tab in the main window of the IDE. If not, double-click on program.cs in the Solution Explorer. All functionality in C# is based on a class organizational structure. Classes are a container for code that is related in purpose. A namespace is a container for classes that are related in purpose. Our namespace, Hello World Console, currently only contains a single class called Program. This class currently only contains a single default method required by console-type programs to do any work. You may notice that there are statements above the namespace declaration in the .cs file that appear grayed out. This is how your program is able to access classes, i.e. functionality, in other namespaces. We have asked for access to those namespaces through the using statement, but currently are not implementing any of that functionality. As soon as we do, the text will fill in with a darker shade. Making sure to place the cursor within the curly braces of the main function, we now can enter the code we would like to execute when the program is run. C# is very case sensitive, so be aware if you do not see the functionality described, check that you have used matching case. Enter console. You will note that this keyword or reserved word will change color to indicate its origin. In this case, console is a class within the namespace of system. Note that the statement above, using system, has filled in, indicating that we are utilizing a component contained in that namespace. Entering dot or the period will engage IntelliSense to list all available methods, events, and properties related to the preceding item. Here it gives us a list of what you can do under the console class. Cursor down to write in this list. A tooltip will appear with the syntax required to use the most common form or overload of this method. The return type is void, so no data will result or return from running this method. The most commonly used version of this method requires 2 parameters to be passed in. These parameters are placed within open-closed round braces immediately following the right keyword. To view other overloads for this method, place the initial open round brace and use your up and down arrows to browse the list. We are interested in the string value overload. You do not need to select anything here, just be aware that this method will accept any set of parameters that match one of these options. Since we are looking to pass string type content into the right method, we simply have to enter the string. Strings are denoted by an open-closing set of double quotes. We have now entered a line of code for the program to execute. All statements and method calls, what we are doing now, need to be terminated with a semicolon. Don't forget to add this. If we were to run this program now, we would see a command prompt window open and immediately disappear. There is nothing to prevent the program from running to completion and closing. We need to add in one more line after console write to give us time to view the output. Enter console read on the next line. This is a method that causes the application to wait until the user enters something into the console window before it continues and completes the program. This type of behavior is known as blocking. Press the Start button to see the code run. At this point, the IDE will change modes and show components that are useful for seeing more in-depth details about the running program. The program can be stopped at any time using the red square at the top called Stop Debugging. A console window will open, and our Hello World text will be printed in the window. The cursor is placed at the end of the line, and the application is currently waiting for user input to continue. That's console read. Any text can be entered at this point, but once enter is pressed, the read method executes and the program completes. The console window will exit and return the IDE to edit mode. Congratulations, you've completed this program. Thank you for watching.